3 a.m. You're up again, peeing for the third night in a row. You chalk it up to aging, but here's the truth. This has nothing to do with your age and everything to do with your hormones, your sleep, and your prostate. If you're a man over 30 and this is your nightly routine, listen closely. This is your warning shot. So let's get real for a minute. Your prostate is a walnut-sized gland that sits right under your bladder and wraps around your urethra. When it swells, I mean even a little bit, even slightly, it compresses against the urethra. And that's what makes your stream weak and makes you wake up to pee at night. But hear me out. Here's the catch. This usually starts happening way before it becomes a medical problem. And the medical term is the benign prostatic hyperplasia. But I call it the silent sabotage because it chips away at your sleep, your energy, your sex drive, and focus. Super, like slowly and quietly. So, age is not really the issue. Your lifestyle is. And here's what's actually messing up your prostate. Low testosterone, high estrogen, thanks to the plastics, the alcohol, and the chronic stress. Inflammation is coming from the foods, your sugar, your fried foods, your refined oils. Poor sleep habits. That's will crash your hormones, and vitamin D deficiency. Most men are just shockingly low. And you don't just become unhealthy with age, you let bad habits accumulate. And that just keeps, it just keeps going on. And one thing that I notice is too much caffeine. Caffeine is a diuretic. It makes you urinate more. It irritates your bladder and spikes your cortisol, which tanks testosterone. And chugging water, you're supposed to hydrate, but hydration is the key, of course, but late night gallons, that's just self-sabotage. And another thing is you can't sit all day. Sitting all day is your pelvic blood flow suffers. And as less blood flow equals sluggish prostate. And if you're ignoring these early signs, waking up once a night turns into 3 until your focus and drive is just fried. And one thing that you can see and understand of how this is going on is no more morning wood. Now, if you're not getting morning wood, your body's giving you signals. No more morning erection. That's like your dashboard light flashing, hormone imbalance, sleep disruption, or even worse. So certain things you just got to continue to do. You have to be able to reset this. And here's my reset protocol that I normally give my clients. It's simple, powerful, and natural. The supplement stack that I normally tell them to take is like saw palmetto. It's good for your anti-inflammatory. Pumpkin seed oil supports your urinary flow. And zinc and magnesium is your hormone balance. Those are non-negotiables. Vitamin D3 with K2 is daily. You need, especially with your vitamin D, you should be at least at 10,000 IUs with that. Daily habits, things that you should normally be doing. 30-minute walks per day, that's mandatory. Resistance training, you should be doing that 3 times a week. Sleep by at least 10:30, man. Come on, no need to be staying up like a reckless teenager. Well, for what? No screens 60 minutes before bed. Put the phone down. You got to. Morning sun. You have to get morning sun. This is what reset your circadian rhythm. The sun just absolutely is amazing for you. So these are just lifestyle upgrades, things that I do. Ditch the plastic water bottles. You have to get them away. Get rid of the plastic bottles. It tanks your testosterone. Eliminate the seed oils, your canola, soybean, corn, trash for the body. Prioritize fiber-rich foods and your cruciferous vegetables. These are things that are non-negotiables. These are things that I continuously, preach to the clients. That you have to make sure that these are in order. And this is another way that this is what I call the morning wood test. If you want to know how your system is working, check your morning wood. No joke. This is real. It's like a built-in feedback loop. You know what I mean? If it's consistent, then your hormones and prostate are working. But if it's gone, something's off. We got to get this fixed. We got to figure out exactly what's going on, where, why, how, and start from the beginning. Start from, what was going wrong. We can't continue to do things as what we used to do from previous. Whenever you're 20, 25, yes, your body reacts and changes and does things differently. But as you age, you have to change and upgrade. You have to upgrade your habits. You have to change a lot of things that you're doing from previous to what it is now. The things of before are gone. It's time to change. Time to get to a different level. Upgrade your habits. And don't wait for prescriptions, pain, or like sleepless nights to force your hand. Start now, reclaim your sleep, reset your hormones, and keep your prostate built to last. Like this video, man. Drop your comment with the biggest takeaway. And if you're serious about becoming unshakable, subscribe. I would love to get more feedback and see exactly what you got from this video and what pushes you, what helps you. Because I like to hear what a lot of people do for their nighttime routine. I hear a lot about your morning routine, but what is your nighttime routine like? This is what sets your day up for the positivity and give you vibrant and keep you going throughout, through the day, feeling strong. But if your nighttime routine is trash, I guarantee you your daytime is going to be trash, because what you're going to do is you're going to try to, substitute with caffeine. And substituting with caffeine at this point is nothing but survival. Your body's going into survival mode, and you're wrecking your you're just wrecking your hormones. You're wrecking your cortisol. Your cortisol is going through the roof. So that's not great. That's not where we want to be. So as far as the caffeine, I'm not telling you not to do it. My grandfather used to tell me something back whenever I was little. Hey, boy, everything ain't for everybody. So what that means is somebody next to you might be able to do 1,000 milligrams of caffeine. That might be great for them, but it might not be good for you. If you already got an inner tube around your waistline and it's hanging over your pants, yeah, it's time to change up, bud. Time to get your testosterone and get your life back in order. And if you have moobs as a man, definitely time to change up. Definitely time to make some different changes and set yourself on the right path. You're not broken. You're just out of alignment. And with that being said, you need to just change up your routine. Change up your habits. You're not 25 anymore. You're not a spring chicken. Time to go. Time to set it up. Let's go.